Getting a little close there, buckaroo. This bread.
Tasty.
Yeah, it's like those breadsticks at Olive Garden. You just keep eating them. You just never get full.
Yeah. Ooh, there's the pasta. Come in.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. Time to celebrate with a breadstick.
Yeah. All right, enough.
Okay.
Enough loafing around.
Oh my! I'm including that in my video. Okay, so this is episode 2 of the Build Challenge series thing. We
Welcome.
built that steampunk island thing last episode, and it looks fantastic.
Oh yes, if you haven't checked it out, there's a link on the top right corner of the screen right now. Click it, and you'll get a sense of what's going on. But basically, we randomize the themes, the block, and the plot size for our build. And today, Ash, what are we doing with the themes? Something special?
Oh yeah, we've got a few viewers submitted themes. You guys have some great suggestions. But yeah,
I love.
We're hoping for a big challenge.
Yes, the bigger, the better. The crazier,
bigger,
the better.
Crazier. Yes.
Bread.
Olive Garden bread.
Olive Garden bread. Can we make that the theme?
Olive Garden bread.
Yeah. All right. You clicked the theme button. I pressed it last time, so.
Oh gosh, I'm really scared.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we gonna get?
What
are we gonna get? That's
It's
a
a
viewer
book.
submitted. Okay, so we've got a little side note. So paper is our own theme. Books are viewer submitted. So this is a viewer submitted one.
Okay, dude, I'm scared.
All right.
What'd you guys give us?
Let's see.
Okay.
Woodland Pirates. Suggested by Data Glitch.
Interesting. Okay.
Woodland Pirates.
Oh, wow.
I've already got ideas. I've already got ideas in my head.
Ideas too.
Yeah.
What the heck? This is gonna be so
That was so
interesting.
quick.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get for a block now.
Block.
Wait, I think that was Data Glitch's block 2.
No way. Was it? I gotta check the video. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh my god, it was.
It was?
It was.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
So, another side note, the dispenser has a bunch of random blocks in here. So, does this mean that's the Olive Garden salad?
Oh no, GB. I don't know what Olive Garden you're at, but I don't taste any kelp in there.
I go to the seafood Olive Garden.
Oh yeah.
Seafood. All right, plot size. Plot size today is 34 on the x-axis
and 32 on the z-axis. So pretty
standard. Pretty good size.
Standard.
Oh,
hey.
Oh! I'm shaking with anticipation, Ash.
I'm interested to see what this is gonna turn out to be. Really interested.
Hey guys, it's Post Commentary GP here. Obviously, I'm not doing this real time because that wouldn't really make too much sense. But anyway, thank you for the great suggestions in the past episode. I know today's episode was suggested by Data Glitch, which we had a very interesting time trying to build this particular build, because what you're seeing on screen right now is not what you saw in the thumbnail. And there's a reason for that, which we'll get into in just a little bit. But the way that we designed and the way that we conceptualized this build here today was we started out by drawing concept art. This is something that I mentioned in the previous episode wanting to try, and I tried it. We generated the theme about a week before we decided to build it, which gave us some time to brainstorm ideas, gather some thoughts, some other concept art, and really bring it all together. It's super important to have a plan before you go into building, and we had a plan for this, but that wasn't really enough for us. In this build, we really lost sight of, we just lost sight of what's important. And what's important in a build is the build. What you may not recognize is that we're doing this for the video. You know, the initial build that we had done, the first episode, we kind of did because we're like, we want to challenge ourselves, right? But this time, we were thinking, okay, we're doing this for the video, right? So we want to make sure that the angles look really good. We had a spot in the world designated for the thumbnail. And, you know, by no means did this build look bad. I'm sure if we continued it on a little further, it would have been perfectly fine. But the fact that once we got to this point, doing like this pirate-looking cove down at the bottom, we were already 4 or 5 hours into this project, and earlier we had reset the build so many times, shifting it around, changing the textures, moving it blocks like pixel, just like stupid little things that didn't add up to anything. And I mean, we started texturing it. We were feeling absolutely exhausted. There was nothing left in us to enjoy. So that may have been part of why this build towards the end looked like this. Just looked like bleh. I don't know. To me, looking back on it now, it's not actually that bad. But in the moment, we just felt lifeless, and we just wanted to reset. So we did. We left it sit for about 2 or 3 days, and in that time, just give ourselves some breathing room, let's do our thing, and then we came back and we started working on the ship. Except this time, we had it in our minds that, you know, screw the plot size. The plot size is a constricting element of this challenge. Goodbye. So we started world editing some terrain in there to make it look a little bit better. And the reason that I've included the previous build and this one is because oftentimes you see the final product and you just kind of marvel at the last thing, what the public sees. And in our eyes, we failed the last challenge. But the fact that we got back to it a couple days later and kept working, I think that shows a dedication to the process of building. And in this next build, what we tried to do was kind of take inspiration from the Kraken, which is like a mythical creature in the pirate land, I guess. I don't know. And it's got like tentacles. It's a giant squid that rises from the water. And we thought, let's do that, but with trees. I mean, it's a woodland pirates. That's the theme, right? So woodland is trees. Why not make the trees pirates, Kraken, boom. There's the money. That's the money right there. So we had a tree like holding up one of the masts, sort of as though it's ripped it off of the ship, and then other trees kind of wrapping itself around like a squid tentacle would, or a kraken tentacle would wrap itself around the ship and hold it in place above this sort of lagoon. Now, at this point, we were also about 3-4 hours into the build, having a little bit of trouble again. A lot to do with the terrain and the sight lines, because like again, we had a position in the world that we decided was going to be the thumbnail spot. And overall, I don't think this one turned out any worse than the other one. It's more of a concept than an actual final build, I would say, because it has a lot more room for expansion. And so this is the final build. How are your Asher? I got me Olive Garden tack here, yar.
Wait, what is it called?
Hard tack.
So the build, GP.
So the build, Ash.
So the build, GP.
So the build. We're not in love. We're not in love with our build.
Yeah, but there's one big takeaway from this, and
what's that?
It's that we learned a lot.
I think we learned a little too much.
Like we were so focused on one mindset of making sure the build looked good from like this angle.
Yeah.
And then the kelp blocks, they just don't go with like anything at all. No blocks at all.
Well, I think that's probably our fault that once again we leave it to the last minute to include kelp.
I mean, we just got so distracted once again with like colors and things like that. Completely forgot about the chunks of dry sea lettuce.
Yeah, and I think we should do that. That's a throwback to the last episode. So.
Yeah, we did do interiors though.
Oh yeah.
We got this incredibly depressing map.
The corner of the map is our build. That's what this build feels like. Is this picture of the map right here?
Yeah,
it just feels like that. Well, guys, I think Ash and I are gonna set sail on our thing.
This theme was so hard.
Yeah. And if you guys have any suggestions for builds in the future, be sure to let us know down in the comments. And we'll see you in the next build.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Bye.
Arr. Oh, you could say
yeah.
Arsh.
Good barsh.
Arsh and G par. Arsh. Arsh too darn out. Arsh too darn out.
We should really end the video before this gets weird.
Arr.